Hey Hannah, welcome back.
また素粒器。二つ目の溶岩はこの先ね。漂白者、今回も素粒器を使って門を復元して。
Hey Mo Legend, welcome back. Guess I can't break that right now.
まだ最高城が一箇所残っている。でもここからじゃ見えないようね。近くに狙える場所がないか探してみよう。ついてこれる？変身？浮いている石板に装置が。それを使えば道ができるかもしれない。試してみよう。シリンの姿に変化した。漂白者、氷の壁に勢いよくぶつかってみて。破壊できるかも。ここにも素粒器使ってみない？浮かんだ石板が道になった。これで高圧黒石を持って水を渡れるね。
Hey everybody, welcome back, welcome back. Time to see Changli titty, I mean story? No, we're here to see titty. That is the most important part of this story. So no, you're not wrong. Oh, you can actually toss this thing at enemies. It's kind of funny. Really? Changli's fat titties, yes sir. I mean shit, I've seen Changli fan art already, and oh boy, some of the fan art I've seen give her some absolutely massive fucking badonkers, and I fucking love it. Do we just like chuck it all the way from here? Is that what we do? No, clearly that's not what we're supposed to do. Oh, we just toss that thing.
ここ、さっき見えなかった最高城が見えるね。
I was wondering if he was just gonna chill there and stuff. Changli and Taochi with their titties sandwiching you in the middle. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! That's what we're talking about, baby.
これでいける。装置の上で何か引っかかったみたい。何事も素早く、いい心がけよ。そういうことか。まず、素粒子
Hell yeah, it's Changli. The reason why we're here.
強い共鳴の力を与えることで、素粒子はその力と共鳴し、同じ共鳴効果を発生させることができる。そして、そのことはわらわが最高波まで抱いた疑問の答えになる。素粒子の時間逆行機能は採取との共鳴により実現された。そうとも言えない条件があるからね。素粒子は採取と上昇差の時間の流れがない場所じゃ使えない。それと発生させられる力にも限度がある。記録によると素粒子の出力を上げるため測定の人間は二次共鳴仮説を提唱した。それは共鳴の力を衝突させることで二次共鳴が起きるというもの。
Perfect angle. Close up of Changli's lovely face and the top of her fucking massive ass titties. Can we just spend the rest of the stream on this cutscene, chat? Is that possible? We can just like have Genshin in the top left corner or something. Or like Starry, I need to go farm more quantum pieces for Jade soon anyway, so.
魂がさらなる力を時の秘宝を得るための二次共鳴。 時間の流れを正す完全なる
I'm looking disrespectfully. You know it, man.
ほとんどの実験では素粒子が採取の力を受けきれず粉々になって終わった。一度だけある素粒子が
Ooh, Rover side titty as well. This is even better, technically.
すぐ砕けた。この結果は二次共鳴が力を増長させる効果を持つと証明した。その唯一の成功例を分析した結果分かったのが、力を発生させた際、装置は過負荷状態にあったということ。そしてその状態は共鳴者のオーバークロックと酷似していたということ。
Now hug. Wait, who are you telling that to?
限度以上の力を行使しようと
If you mean you want Rover and Changli to hug, then I'm all for that because I get to see their titties get sandwiched together. I think they call it docking.
身に余る力を振るえばその身に破滅を呼ぶ。あと他にも一つ気になる記述があった。素粒子は勝手に動いてくれない。採取と力を衝突させるには人の操縦が必要となる。そして採取も誰かの言うことに従った。ある実験において素粒子が過負荷で自壊する直前に採取に指示を出した者がいるらしい。その実験というのが採取が力の一部を素粒子に譲渡した例外の実験。どう漂白者、答えは出た。
The two girls, nice.
何事も素早くいい。今週
Rover triumphs over Stella and Lumen because she shows some titty. Well, Lumen does show some top. And not Rover. Stella doesn't really have much titty to begin with. Like, she either is pretty flat or she's got like very small booba. Like, it's not pronounced at all, pretty much. Hey Vin, Spirit, welcome back.
漂白者の体は特別で時間の乱れの影響を受けない。要はしかし先生、盤上へ赴いたのはわらばの決断。死として神としてただ責を全うしただけ。それに漂白者という援軍をここまでたどり着かせるためには必要なことだった。彼女はこの地と深い因縁を持つ人。この局面を打開するには二人の力が必要となる。しかし漂白者からはすでに
Yinlin should join the hug too. Yeah, just have all the girls just join in. Why not? At that point. She actually does have medium booba. It's just that she wears a big ass shirt. Ah, I see. Well, that's a shame that we don't see it then. Chiwa Saito has an amazing voice. That she does. She's my favorite VA for a reason.
今は急を要する。手短に話そうか。今週後天石で何を知った？測定の記録から。
With Yui Ishikawa being either like a second or a third.
そして年月が過ぎた今、制御下にあった時間の流れがだんだんと不安定になり、やがて今週の脅威になろうとしています。その問題を解決できるのは採取の共鳴者のみ。 傷で欠けた時の秘宝を取り戻せば全てを救える。その方法は戦いで共鳴力を衝突させること、そして二次共鳴の瞬間に祭司の共鳴者が限界以上の力を行使して流れを正し、時間の代償を全て消す。たとえ流れを正せるとしても、時間の代償を消せるとしても、あなたが失うものは変わらない。分かっています。要は祭司の思いも苦痛も何一つ理解できていませんでした。現在に至るまでの祭司の決断と提言は全て未来を見通すものです。時間の流れ
Changli is like a less sassy Yae Miko.
民を守るためのやむを得ない策でした。もし祭司が当時結界を設けなければ、今の今週は荒涼とした大地になり果てていたはずです。それでどうするつもり？祭司が治らぬ病を患っている以上、時間の乱れはどのように拡散し変化するのかは誰にも予測できない。でもそうなれば上昇山のこの現状が今週の未来の姿となる。要はその時は予言の欠けた部分を世が補ってみせましょう。これが上昇山と今週を救い、そして祭司を助ける唯一の方法ですから。それが招く結果を知っていても、戦って祭司との二次共鳴を果たすことはオーバークロックに陥ると同義。そうなれば意識の喪失、最悪の場合存在すら消えてしまう。あなたは無残に歪められ引き裂かれた素粒子と同じ末路をたどるかもしれない。本当にその時が来たとして、あなたにできるの？あなたが無理をする姿をわらわは何度も見てきた。今のあなたはこれまでと同じ、ただ自ら死地へと向かっているだけ。じゃあ先生は？世はただ先生が歩んだ道をたどっただけ。
Oh, that's interesting. Changli is Jinshi's teacher. Master, even.
いつわらわがそんなことを教えた？確かに死は人の定め。しかし生きる人にしかできないことがある。
You want to put your face in those? Same here, man.
祭司の力を手にするんだ。そうすればあなたが望む救済は叶えられ、未来まで続く。先生、世は今週あなたが諦めの悪い子だってよく知っているからね。だから漂白者を連れてきた。あなたもうすうす気づいていたかもしれないけど、彼女こそ
Most likely on the MILF spectrum. I mean, technically, it's not like a rule anywhere that you have to be like significantly older than your students. Not to mention, this is your classic weeb anime game where sexy young ladies run everything. So you know. So who knows how much older Changli is over Jinshi. But you know, it's easier thinking of her as a MILF anyways, so point still stands.
それにかかっている。ここで出せる結論は全て推測の域を出ない。あとはこの件を調べている真意様に任せよう。探している神格は入り口付近の石門の後ろにあるはず。最後の仕掛けを解除しに行こう。何事も素早くいい心がけよ。
Just two random chests back here. Good thing I backtracked to see what was back there. Do you watch only Hololive VTubers? No, far from it. Matter of fact, I actually watch. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I can't say I watch less Hololive because as of thanks to Advent and now Justice, I've actually gone back to watching more Hololive. But I think in between the time of when Council and Advent came out, so in between then, I started branching out, just kind of naturally branching out to other VTubers. I started watching a lot more indie VTubers and other corpo VTubers, mainly FaZe Connect. So no, I don't just watch Holo. I watch a pretty wide variety of VTubers, indie, corpo, everything in between. I don't know what's in between those two, but you know. Actor Mercury, welcome back. I know you watched before Niji Sanji. It was hilarious if I remember. What about her? I mean, she was my favorite Niji EN girl. Keyword was. Oh, I'm actually just going straight back to where I came from. Supposed to go up there? Approach and activate flare throw and put out the flare crest? The fuck are they telling me to do? Oh, do I need to use this thing to like warp time or whatever? They replaced my oh no, this is a trial party. Gotcha. Here's our free Changli trial. Protective barrier reduces all incoming damage when active. Core is exposed after each attack and when it's immobilized, so attack the core. Sure. Now. Kind of reminds me of Yang's heavy attack, actually. And that has a really tight dash window. Lovely. You've been seeing a lot of Genshin art in of her in a tracksuit. Turns out she's Bochi's VA. Nice. All the Bochi memes. Monthly reset, yes. I think I should have bought out the. I actually need to go back to Genshin and buy out the monthly reset stuff. But for Star Rail, I know for a fact I've already done that. That's a cool special. Yeah, she seems nice. Changli at 4 Forte stacks basically becomes Jinglu. In what way? Like, does she sap HP from the rest of her team or something, or what? Oops. I thought the lift actually wasn't down here yet. Do you think Wuwa OST is a bit generic or memorable? It has a couple nice songs, but like none of the battle music I've heard has really been memorable. Also, it really doesn't help that this game's sound is just very low, just naturally. Like for both Genshin and Star Rail, the sound level in those games are really, really high, just naturally. So it's very easy to hear everything. In this game, it's not easy to hear stuff. Like, even if I have my master volume cranked up at 100, I can still have trouble like listening to stuff. Whereas like in Genshin, both Genshin and Star Rail, I have the master volume for those games set at like 6 or 7 out of 10, and I can still hear everything very clearly. But in this game, not so much. The audio mixing or the levels in this game, whatever it is, something's off. So like I can't hear the music in this game very well to begin with. So other than like a few like atmospheric songs or like a few atmospheric background music tracks, if I can come up with an example here, I think when you explore, I forget where it was exactly. I think when you explore like what's this region called again? Desserok Highland. I think that some of the soundtrack or one or two of the soundtracks that play in this region, that they're nice. They're nice to listen to. And I'm sure there's a couple of other like regional soundtracks that I don't mind or I kind of like. But other than some of the regional soundtracks, like nothing else is very remarkable, which is quite disappointing for a game that's supposed to be, you know, thematically about like sound and shit, right? And not to mention PGR is known for having a great soundtrack too. So it's like, okay, so you went in terms of music quality, you went from PGR to this? Like, can't say I'm impressed. I have to go one floor higher. Fuck. Scroll wheels busted. Is there something about that in the options? I don't think so. If there was, you guys would tell me already. You guys would have told me by now. For a game with sound as its main thing, yeah, exactly. It's like, bro, like everything's about like sound in this game, like resonators, the fucking the sound the mini game that you have to do every now and then, where it's like, oh, you have to like interpret these sound waves or whatever, right? Yada yada yada. It's, and you know, literally it's in the name too, Wuthering Waves, as in, you know, sound waves. It's like, bruh, for a game that's all about sound, you guys haven't really made, you guys don't really make a lot of whole impressive sounds, you know, or the sounds that this game would make aren't that impressive to begin with. So it's like, okay, what the fuck is the deal here? Like, I do really like the detail of like how, oh, if you're indoors or like you're in like a cavern like we are right now, like character voices start sounding like very echoey and shit. That's a great, you know, attention to detail there. But like, you know, those are just nice details, right? You should only do them after you've gotten your other, you know, games mechanic or systems down, you know, down stat, right? Make sure the game has a good soundtrack and all that. So it's like, okay, you took the time to like put in like, you know, dynamic sound effects that correlate to whether characters are indoors or outdoors or not, but you couldn't even give this game a decent soundtrack? It's like, okay, that's kind of weird. It's not like China has any shortage of like great music composers, so what the fuck happened there? Please understand, Vanguard sound is overbooked. I mean, I get that, but like, couldn't you have found somebody else at least?
これが神格。
How's 1.1 so far? In terms of overall experience, more or less, like very similar to 1.0. I know there have been a couple of like pretty major improvements, but I haven't really noticed them yet. The best part of 1.1 by far is Changli. I am very much so looking forward to her. But she's not in the game yet, so still waiting.
漂白者神格はあなたに預けよう。この先はあなたと君子だけで行って。
For a game, same for me for FGO, for a game that's all about fucking servants with fucking servants. Where are the sex scenes? Don't worry, the Dojin's got you covered there.
あなたを君子のもとへ送り届け。そしてあなたと君子に妻子との対面を果たしてもらう。この局面を作ることがわらわのしてやれるすべて。案内は干渉ではない。どんな結末が訪れようとも、それはあなたの決めること。あとフラクトシデスの下っ端がしつこいでしょ。道をきれいに保つのも仕事というわけよ。その通り、あなたこそフラクトシデスの真の狙い。
Hey Nebula Slayer, how you doing, man? Welcome back. How am I doing today? Just been trying to get some IRL stuff out of the way. Now that I've been laid off, I can go, what is it? Oh, she says she's staying back to sacrifice herself. Now that I've gotten, because I gotten laid off last Friday, that does mean that I can apply for unemployment benefits now. So, been taking care of that. So, been doing some IRL stuff. And then taking care of my gacha games as usual, of course.
挨拶としては少し失礼だよね。ここは一つ教えてやろう。
Ooh, titty.
交流の礼節を。
Ooh, and Changli's a sword user? Why did I not notice that? Hey, there's the Saber Tamamo that I'm wishing for in FGO to show up. And the evil smile on top of that. Well, it's not evil. But I lost. Back to the job hunt grind. Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll take the next month to like try to get something going for my YouTube channel. While at this, and after that I'll start up the job hunt grind again, or maybe I can do both at the same time. Who knows? I'll probably have to be honest. You can tell from the smile she got a bit wet. Oh, holy. Maybe she's one of those combat sexual types. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Am I doing it right? Look at the dude run. Whee! Fill the missing ice cube by sitting in the right spot as the clang bang, facing the correct direction. There we go. Do I hear a bit of vocal in this background in this background track? Yeah, the soundtrack does have a bit of vocals in it. Brother, this ain't that one chick from High School of the Dead. What was that? Just a puzzle. You have to align the thingy you turn into, like correctly.
コンレイン様です。コンレイン様がお戻りになられました。すぐシーン様に報告します。
流民邸は開かれました。ですが、ここを立つ前に大事な話があります。
Changli's not in this, so I'm just gonna skip this shit. Don't if the story doesn't have Changli in it, I don't care. Don't care. Oh. Should be over here? Yeah. I was going the wrong way. But what about the gilf? I mean, if you're into gilfs, that's cool, but I'm not.
何事も素早くいい心がけよ。
That's funny. There's even a synthesizer here.
何事も素早くいい心がけよ。
No big titty, no plot.
これらの生死に関する情報はただの推論に過ぎない。その通りです。でも世と祭司のつながりも失いつつある共鳴能力も確かな証拠。嘘も誠も世は祭司に聞かなければいけません。何事も素早くいい心がけよ。
Nice. We can start farming the lung pearls that Genshin needs. Not to mention, I gotta go buy out the restock of lung pearls over at the pharmacy as well.
いい心がけよ。何事も素早くいい心がけよ。
Wait, does that have 2 in it? Oh, got a random ass achievement there. And this is supposed to be a hot spring. Does something happen if you stay in here for too long? I guess not. Are these also hot springs too? Yeah, they are. More lung pearls. The events give you 40 bloom pearls, so no need to buy them. What event? These Tales of Mount Firmament things? Oh yeah, these one I just got 15 right here. Okay. I mean technically this isn't even an event. It's just you get more free shit when you go through the story. But yeah, I see what you mean. Swimsuit Changli, Yinlin, Taochi, Wen, or like Onsen. If you stay, Changli will join you. Shit, man. Don't mind if I do. Ow.
何事も素早くいい心がけよ。さあ行くわよ。せっえい逃げられると思うの？私のつまらないわ。変身。オッケー。ついてこれる？お、大量じゃん。何かいいものない？見せて見せて。何事も素早くいい心がけよ。
One of the free broadswords or claymores or whatever in this update is a loot slash guitar. Like, I actually kind of enjoyed that battle music, or the music that was playing while I was fighting just now. Like, it wasn't bad. I was vibing to it. The issue is that I could barely fucking hear it over all the other battle effect sounds. Like, if they just cranked up the base OST like a couple of notches, or like a couple of levels, then I think it would be a lot easier to enjoy them. But, like, for whatever reason, the music is just set to, like, a very, very low level compared to, like, the rest of the sounds in the game, I think. Like, you hear all the battle sounds more than you do the actual music itself. So maybe if they did nothing but crank up the shit, didn't mean to kill that guy. If they did nothing else but like crank up the music by a couple of notches, like a couple of decibels, maybe it'll be better. Just because we can actually start hearing what the fuck the music is supposed to be. I don't know, that's just my take for now. No Changli, skip. Let's see, I see more shit down there, so we're probably gonna have to lower the water level here somehow. Players need to quit Wuwa and let Kuro game go the Coomer bait route like Snowbreak did. If only. If only Kuro game had the balls to put out swimsuit skins. Alas, they are too popular for that. Can't skip a cutscene. You can't skip this, right? Yeah, I don't see a skip button on the top left. So we're stuck watching this. The Drago. You ever thought about playing BD2? I've heard about it. I've heard about how it's a super Coomer game, but I never really thought about playing it. Alright, are all three, did we unlock all three of the, whatchamacallits? Whatever these things are? Like, just because it's a Coomer game, I'm kind of curious, to try it out. But for now, I have to put BD2 on the same list of like gacha games that I would like to try out when I have the time and the money, but not for now. So it's on the same list as, say, other games like Limbus, PGR, what else? Limbus, PGR, I think that was one other game. Reverse 1999, yeah. Like, those are all gachas that I would like to try, but can't because, you know, no time and no money. BD2's having the first anniversary stuff going on right now? Oof. Then yeah, now would have been a good time to join them. They're giving away free booba ladies, so you jumped in, I see. For now, I think I'm just gonna have to appreciate from afar, but maybe in the future. Is this ice? Are we like walking on water or some shit here? Or what's going on over there? We're Jesus. I mean, with how everybody in this game treats Rover, we might as well be. Oh no, this is just the thingy that we use to control the water. The water levels. What do we do with this? It's time-stopped water? I'm actually kind of curious. Well, here's the thing. First of all, if it's time-stopped water, then why is there water above ground that we can interact with? And, like, and actually, like, sink into? Like, why aren't the hot springs time-stopped then? Why is the water down here time-stopped? Second, how would that interact, actually? Assuming time stop was real, if you could have the power to stop time, how would liquids interact with you? Or how would you be able to interact with liquids, or liquid forms in a realm where time doesn't flow? Like, how would that work? Is there even more shit down here? I guess technically not. Do we aggro something? Yeah.
目をそらしちゃダメよ。
Yeah.
さあ行くわよ。任せてください。バイオミメティクス。植物
Hey, Full Out Alchemist, welcome back, man. How you doing?
変身。痛みつけてほしい。飽きたわ。さようなら。借りは返す。遅いザコ。私の出番のようだね。ほらほら。
Z3 pre-download is up. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I will pre-download it probably later tonight.
変身。行くよ。その昔、
Oh,
残像の
actual
潮が
cutscene.
湧き、
上昇山周辺も危機に追いやられた。残像から逃げるため赤ん坊を連れ防奥に隠れる母
Hey, Shudio, welcome back. Heard you lost your job. Hopefully things get better. Yeah, for the second time. Got my ass laid off twice in 2 years. Can't seem to catch a break, apparently. So yeah, we're back to square one again.
そして子も大きな鳴き声を上げ後を追うように息を引き取った。
This is like the story of Jinshi or whatever.
この石は共鳴を乗せ遥か遠くの採取へと届く。採取はその声を頼りに赴き神力を振るい邪を払った。しかしすでに遅かった。その夜上昇山に流銀が轟き
No, not
山頂が
Genshin.
黒雲に覆われた。
Dead
そこ
kid.
には雷電を携え死した子を連れ帰る採取の姿。瞬く間に霧が晴れ流星が天より
Oh,
落ちた。
no longer dead kid.
採取は上昇山にある時間の流れの力を借り7日7晩を経て子を蘇らせた。
Chinese story. I mean, to be fair, whenever you have like a what the fuck is the screen? To be fair, whenever you have a big ass dragon, you know. I mean, let's be honest, dragons are pretty China coded. It's you. You're the dead kid.
世のことに違いありません。
Oh yeah, no Changli, so I don't care. That was kind of weird. I couldn't move my camera for a second there. Oh, this is like Dragon Ball or like Western Dragons. I mean, I would argue Dragon Ball has some very heavy Chinese influence. It's just that, you know, most of the characters aren't Chinese. I mean, you have what was the dude's name who has the tri-beam cannon? Tenshin Han. And then his sidekick or whatever his name was, Chaozu, I think his name was. Why do I remember Chaozu's name, but not the actual dude's name? Also, where is the here it is. Yeet. Why do you need to go back here? Oh, I think I know. Or I think I know why. Go back here. Let's see. What happens if we do this? No, that doesn't do anything. What about this? Oh, that was just in here. Okay. TN, okay. His name was a lot more. Well, it was a lot more simple than I thought. Was a lot simpler than I thought. Yeah. Goku Yum. No. It was a Tien, the actual Chinese guy, or you know, the dude who's most heavily influenced by Chinese stuff. You feel like Z3 has too many lollies? Really? I mean, speak for yourself. I haven't really seen that many lolly characters in the game yet. But actually, yeah, how many legitimate lollies are there in Z3? Cuz I don't remember seeing any. Unless your definition of lolly also extends to like adolescent young girls, but at that point, I don't know, man. Like I would argue that they're not really lollies anymore. But then again, a lot of Western people have issues with characters who are like who like look very much so like they're under the age of 18 in general. So like anything under the age of 18 is like, oh yeah, they're a lolly. So it's like, oh okay, well if that's your definition, then I suppose I can't blame you. What are we doing now? We have to go all the way back here? The fuck do we come over all the way here for? Also, can we shoot these things now, or? Oh, that's funny. You can actually stand on top of the fucking shield. That's funny. Dash funny. You haven't been counting, unlike in Genshin. Like in Genshin, I understand when people say, "Oh, you know, I don't like the lollies of this game," because they clearly look like lollies. Like there's no defending that. But Z3, I don't recall seeing a lolly character or a character that I would consider to be like legit a lolly. So I don't know, man. Speak for yourself. I guess we have to go raise the water level again. Yeah, we do. Thanks for the advice to level Novelette. He was your MVP. Yeah, Gallo. Apparently, this current MOC cycle for Genshin, like it's basically for most people, it's basically going to be a Novelette check. Like, do you have Novelette or not? If you do, your life will be a lot easier than if you didn't have him. If you don't, well, best of luck, man. Like, I was able to clear MOC 12 without Novelette, but that's only because I have every other character in the game. Like, Super Freeze teams are, like, probably the way to go for MOC 12 second half. Because, like, you really need to deal with the Pyro Lectors or Heralds or whatever they're called. Because, yeah, they are fucking annoying. They're the biggest cock block of MOC 12. So, like, if you can't deal with them quickly, then, yeah, you're fucked. MOC? Sorry, I keep mixing up Spiral Abyss and Genshin. Or I keep mixing up Genshin and Star Rail, but can you blame me? You know what I'm talking about anyway. Every Z3 character you've seen either has massive titty or is in a maid outfit. Yeah, I haven't really seen any legit, like straight up fucking legit, can't be defended lollies. Like I know there's that one like shy girl with green hair. who shows up in Lycaon's character trailer. Like, maybe that's what you would consider lolly, but I don't consider that a lolly personally. Like, for me to consider her to be consider her a lolly, she's got to be a little bit younger. Like, if she were like a couple years younger, then sure. By that point, she would probably be a lolly. But as she is now, not really, no. I mean, hell, for reference, I don't even consider Clara in Star Rail to be a legit lolly either. She just doesn't come off as one. Like, Hook is a straight up lolly. There's no getting around that. But Clara? I mean, it also doesn't help that, like, Clara clearly acts and behaves much older than she really is. So, you know, that probably helps with that a little bit. Another Genshin could never, yeah. Oh, what's that, a shield? No, you can't stand on top of that. You'll just slide right fucking off. Okay, what are we doing now? Oh yeah, we can just stand on top of the water now. Oh yeah, we just grab this. Okay. Where are we going with this? Looks like we gotta fight these dudes. What happens if we throw this thing at one of them? We do a little bit of damage. Not much though. Oh yeah, just shoot this thing. It's over here. Not much.
残りの最高城は亀裂岩の先か。亀裂岩。高圧黒石があれば破壊できますね。辺りを探してみましょう。
That's technically underwater, right? Yeah, can't shoot that. Good thing that stopping time doesn't have any repercussions on the body. Well, technically, it's not that we're frozen in time. Everything else is frozen in time. Because we're like immune or something. Something Rover is like God or some shit. Oh, I'm assuming we have to lower the water level again. Yep.
黒岩塊は破壊できました。これで溶岩も作動できるでしょう。何事も素早く、いい心がけよ。そろそろ終わりね。さあ、行くわよ。
Usually the term your bros use, or your circle uses to define girls like Farina and Hutao is hebe. I'm assuming, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Terms is based off of the Greek goddess of youth, so based on that you actually agree with me. Clara is more like heavy than a lolly. I guess it's nice to see that there's some I suppose some structural support for the way I view them.
みんなが無事なら私も頑張った甲斐があるってもんだ。
Not only that, but because a character like Hook exists in Star Rail, it's like, well, shit, man, they actually have a legit, like, lolly, character model, so it's like, at that point, it's like, yeah. Since Clara doesn't use the straight-up lolly model, it's like, okay, well, to me, she was never really a lolly. Yeah, not only that, but yeah, she and Savarog are literally based off of Ilya and Herc from FSN. It also doesn't help that Ilya, despite everyone calling her a or seeing her as a lolly, it doesn't help that at least in Fate Stay Night, Ilya is 18. Drag was back. She's around like 19 in the visual novels. Yeah, like 18 or 19. Yeah, like she is of legal age technically. But you know, homunculi are fucking weird, so.
死は一度死んだ身。
Another cutscene.
あなたに救われたから今週の今をこの目で見届けてきました。だからその思いはあなただけのものではない。
Huge cutscene.
生まれ育った故郷。それが危機に瀕した時、世にできるのはこの命に変えても。 大事な全てを守り抜くこと。命を無理にする。その決断の重みを理解しているの。
Dvalin revamped.
それでも世があなたの予言にのっとり、自ら戦いを挑んで二次共鳴を時間の流れを正す大役を果たそうとして。
I like how the dragon's ears, if you can even call it that, it resembles the resonator mark that the resonators have. Malice MBX, thanks so much for the 2-month resub. Welcome back. Sella and Liz, the maids, are technically younger than Ilya? Probably. I believe they're also homunculi as well. You can't not think of Shenron, yeah. Especially with the dragon pose. But in Collide or the Ilya anime or the whatever. But she's like actually a child. Yeah, she's a legit lolly in those games or in those mediums.
勝利をつかみ取ってみせよ。
Just gonna chat. Haven't done quests yet. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, I think. Actually, I don't know how far we are, or how deep we are into. Oh, that's cool. The fucking dragon goo. But I don't know how far we are into the story here. Not much left? Okay, cool. Where's Changli? Changli stayed back to like hold off like some of those fracked dudes. So we don't know where she is. Or what happened to her. I'm assuming the Jinshi's dragon is kind of what Abby desires to be, or like what Abby is supposed to be, like a big ass badass Echo or whatever. English VA killed it this time around, at least for Jinshi. Honestly, I get the feeling that Kuro Game heard, I don't know how, but they may have, there's a chance that Kuro Game may have heard about our complaints that the English voice acting in this game is kind of trash. So maybe Jinshi, or maybe they had the English voice actors and actresses redo their shit for 1.1. There's a chance anyway. But it would have to be it can't be just Jinshi. It would have to be it would have to be like an entire group effort with everybody else involved. Are we fighting? Yes, we are. Whee! Oh, it's a solo fight. You like Abby's English voice as well? That's good. I feel like Abby's the type of character where it's easy to have fun with it's gonna be easy. It would be easy to have fun with voicing her and whatnot. Hey, Anil, welcome back. Did you get your monthly grails and swimming snows? Oh, not yet. Thanks for reminding me. I should probably do that. We doing this shit again?
へ幽輪の力でそんなじゃん舞い上がれ海帰れ横島を取り払え全流自在
Now we can use the big ass laser attack. What does a middle mouse button even do? You can press middle mouse, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Oh yeah, that's right, lock on. My chat even told me that last time I streamed. Ooh. What did it say? You can deflect basic attacks by doing something. Or do I just keep spamming E or some shit? Oh no, it's not E. It's just left click. Yeah, plot armor. Oh, also Genazon. Sorry for missing you in chat there. If you're still here, that is. How's the laid off life? Well, this is the second time I've been laid off in 2 years. So, that's great. It's kind of a... Suppose it's kind of a bittersweet thing for me. If that's even the right word for me to use there. Because, on one hand, like, obviously I was employed, so, you know, I was making money, obviously. It's something that I haven't been doing for the past year. Just being a content creator. But on the other hand, like, fuck having to travel, fuck the commute. Because my job was at least an hour's drive away. On good days with low traffic, or, like, with easier traffic, it would take like maybe a little bit less time, like maybe like 40 minutes. But like still, that's still 40 minutes that I'm sitting in my fucking car not doing much. Other than just getting my ass either to work or back home. So I fucking hated that shit. The job itself was, I don't want to say it was bad. It's stuff that I'm more or less used to. But, shit was still boring nonetheless. So now that I gotten laid off, it's like, well, I mean, obviously I don't have my job anymore, so not being able to make money kind of blows. But like now, you know, today's Monday, I get to fucking sleep in and do whatever the fuck I want. So that's a nice feeling. As someone who, like, values his time probably more so than anything else, like, I honestly consider my time to be more valuable than money. If only slightly, but still. So, it's like, yeah, I lost my job again, but, like, being able to return to the degen life of just, you know, oh, I can sleep in and play games and fucking do whatever the fuck I want. That's pretty nice too. Now the trick is to, you know, figure out something else in the meantime. So maybe this time around I can actually, maybe this time around I can actually figure out something in terms of content creation. We'll see. This place is kind of nice actually. I believe this is a, yeah, this is just a special realm. How long have people been frozen in this world again? I don't know. For quite a while, I think.
本誌に大事ない業者よ一度高知へ戻り友人との再会を楽しむといいこの上昇山から結界は消えた高知もまた新たな未来を迎えるだろう
Oh, okay, I see. We're all the way on top of the dragon head. That's pretty cool. Dash cool. Should we blame the dragon? I don't know. I haven't really been paying much attention to the story. Literally, the only plot that I've been paying attention to have so far have been Changli's titties. So, fuck if I know. Return to Hongzhen. Optional ski down the mountain. Yeah, I'd like to ski down the mountain if possible. That sounds kind of fun, actually. Do I have to grapple? I'm assuming we can come back and explore this place again. Yeah, because, yeah, obviously we can. We just unlocked the teleporter there. How the fuck do I ski down the mountain? Is it just this? Yeah. Okay. Whee! Yes, because skiing high heels was is definitely possible, right? Have to grapple. Yeah, I just thought that it was like the non-skiing way or whatever. That's even a thing. Whee! Yay. Optional. Do cool shit. Well, shit. Don't mind if we do. No. Why is the battle music still going? Oh, it's because of the... Yeah, it's because of these things. New SSX game looks crazy. I know, right? It's like Skate 4. They're working on a new SSX game. Okay, people are back to normal now. Actually, wait a minute. Weren't there also those Fraxidius, whatever the fuck they're called, soldiers here too? What happened to them? Well, I mean, there's a security guard here, so I assume that the people were able to mop them up, but like, I figure, when we got back here, we would have to help the people like deal with them too, but I guess not, huh? I guess this was just one of those like details that they just kind of conveniently ignore or something.
ついてこれる？
前回の続きから上昇さんの頂から放たれた光は
You like the new Endgame for Genshin? I know it came out today, I think. I haven't tried it yet, though. But if we have time after stream... Actually, we should be finishing up the main story here for Wuwa pretty soon. The 1.1 story, so... We should be able to give it a shot. And we'll see what it's like.
その少女こそ死してまた蘇った今週の霊院様
Oh, we're gonna keep calling her the dead kid. Oh, hey, look, there's Changli.
父に陥れて後行くこの一難なくして生まれ変わることなどなかっただろ
ええ、大丈夫よ。
Ooh, new hot girl. Actually, no, is she new? No, we've seen her before,
欲
right?
しい答えは
Because I think I recognize the eye wrap. It's not really an eye patch.
対抗できる。しかも
Yeah, I'm fairly sure we've seen this girl before. I mean, we know her. The game's giving us her name, so yeah, we've seen her before somewhere.
例の漂白者。はあ、美しい音符たち。うったりしてしまうわ。そう思わない。
Did she just change her
そろそろ
voice?
時間よ。行きましょう。牢屋にいる誰かさんのために。
Oh, is she fucking Is she fucking schizophrenic? No, that can't be schizo. It's most likely MPD, multiple personality disorder. She got horny when she talked about Rover. I mean, everybody in this game gets horny when they start talking about Rover, or when they see Rover. So I mean, kind of checks out. With Scar, okay, yeah, figures. In Genshin, got pretty much great artifacts for everyone aside from like Kokomi, who's a staple in your Abyss team. Surprised people didn't think she was good to start with. People obsessed over her negative 100% crit rate passive way too fucking much. Is the issue. Which, in and of itself, is very weird that they fucking obsessed over that shit, considering healers don't really need crits to begin with. Because it's not like we had, like offensive healers. It's not like we really have offensive healers in the game. Like, maybe, like, if you're fucking insane, you could turn your Bennett into a fucking DPS, maybe. I know there are some... Bennett DPS comps out there, or like builds out there, where he like keeps spamming E, and you just buff the shit out of that. But like, he's an exception. Like, I can't think of another healer that other than Kokomi herself, maybe, who like can do damage. Maybe Jean, but like, eh. Like, if you're talking about Jean as a DPS, you're probably talking about abusing the shit out of her skill and just yeeting enemies, like smaller enemies, constantly up into the air in order to deal fall damage to them. So it's like, okay. So like the fact that people obsessed that hard over Kokomi having not being able to crit was kind of weird in and of itself. It's the main reason why I consider most of the Genshin player base to be fucking retarded. Like, Kokomi's original design was to be an infinite super freeze enabler. Because between her skill, which lasts for like 10 seconds, and then her ult, which refreshes the duration on her jellyfish, as long as your rotations are tight, or as long as you get your rotations down, what is it? As long as you get the rotations down, you should have her jellyfish out there for an infinite duration. So she was our first legitimate infinite Hydra applicator. But you know, nobody gave a shit about that because Kokomi can't crit. You downloaded the Z3 on your phone. It's about 17 gigs. Hopefully your phone can handle it. Anyone can crit if you have god stats on artifacts. I mean, you let me know when people actually do that seriously. I know that there have been some YouTubers who kind of did that as a meme. But I mean, hey, at that point, they're just flexing their artifacts. Freaked out about the crit, but ignore the insane amount of Hydra applications she provides. Yeah, and then Dendro came along, and it forced people to realize, oh, wait a minute, she's actually kind of good. Who knew, right? Kokomi's gameplay design at first to combat the anti-shield wolf enemies, that wasn't her main intention, no. It's just kind of serendipity that she's able to, she like, kind of counters them. Especially when she's ulted and she heals her team, her entire team using her ulted normals, sure. But that wasn't her main purpose. Her main purpose is to provide infinite hydro application. Which, I believe up until that I believe at the time she released, Kokomi was the only character in the game to be able to do that. Because otherwise you're looking at having to use like Xingqiu, I forget if Yelan, I think Yelan came after Kokomi, I'm pretty sure. So we didn't have Yelan at the time. But if you wanted to have infinite Hydra application, you were either looking at Xingqiu and like maybe bringing like another Hydra character somewhere. So no, Kokomi's main gameplay feature is offering infinite Hydra application by herself. It's also kind of weird for MiHoYo to develop a character to like specifically counter like one type of enemy. That's not usually great character design. Like if you have to design a character's kit just to counter one enemy type, that's kind of shitty. Like unless that particular enemy is so ubiquitous that you have to do something about it, or you have to give players like some sort of counter against them, but at that point that's just poor game design, so you have a bigger problem on your hands than that. So we only had like Xingqiu and Mona back then, yeah, something like that. I forget if we had... No, I don't think we had Ayato at the time. We had Ayaka, but not her brother, I don't think. You love using Yelan? Who doesn't? One of the most broken characters in the game. I mean, you turn Xingqiu is already busted in and of itself. You make a 5-star character out of Xingqiu, then yeah, what the fuck else did we expect? What people from where? Who are you referring to, Omnium? What you talking about, Willis? Yay. More free shit. Okay. And then we have more we have more stuff. Let's actually get this exploration quest done. Maybe we can get some more Loon Pearls out of this. Ugh.
何事も素早くいい心がけよ。目をそらしちゃダメよ。さあ行くわ。こっちだ。容赦しない。何事も素早くいい心がけよ。
Our Jinshi pulls coming along. Oh, I already rolled for her. I already rolled for her. I already have her. I have her and her weapon already. I did get spooked, so now I am a proud Lingyang main now. As you can see down here at the bottom where he belongs. Right here. So that kind of sucked. But I already got her and her weapon, so no need to worry about that. You found a way to make Kokomi main DPS. Kokomi, theoretically, Kokomi could always be a DPS. The issue was you need to give her some pretty damn good artifacts. Like just stack a whole bunch of fucking HP on her and maybe give her a Hydra damage bonus cup. Not to mention, if you want to make her an absolutely beefy DPS, you gotta roll her C6, because her C6 is basically all about her damage. Or all about her own damage, more or less. But even without C6, I'm sure you could get something going. It's just that now it's a lot easier to do that. Now that we have other, what is it? Now that we have other characters that we could probably make work. And like supporting her and shit. Let's see, cooking. I just gotta check on this girl. I like how we're still on fire. Why is Abby still with us? I thought we left her behind in Jinzhou, in order to because she was like sleepy or something. Haven't played in almost a year, but last time you were playing Mono Hydro, it was still busted. I mean, any mono element team with Kazuin is fucking busted, to be honest. As long as you're not, you know, obviously fighting enemies who are immune to your element. Any characters that caught my eye in Z3 so far? So far, just Nicole.
何事もすべて
And I believe she's a
いい
default
心がけ
character, so I mean, I'm happy. I'll wait until they inevitably put in some more big titty waifus into Z3, and then I'll see what they look like, or see how they are. What is this? Last step of the rite of offering can only be completed after Lung's pearl is placed on the right platform. On the right platform, it is necessary to stand. Blah 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 blah. Change the view angle. This sounds like. Yeah, that seemed like a similar puzzle you would do in Genshin. What the fuck? Why did Automod hold back your comment just for saying looking Japanese lady? What the fuck is with Automod? That was strange. The parasite lives in Rover's body. It's like Paimon, but worse. They're coming, that's for sure. Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I have faith in MiHoYo's ability to catfish us with big titty anime waifus. Oh, no, not quite yet. There is a thingy below? Where would that be? Can we even go through here, or is this a dead end? Yeah, it's a dead end. Boing. Well, I sent this fucking far, Jesus. Where are we even supposed to go? Oh. Now we gotta handle like 4 different fucking quest locations at once. Okay. At least Yabby, at least Abby doesn't yap too much. Not as much as Paimon, at least. Not yet, anyway. Oh yeah, this is an enemy. Bonk, bonk, bonk. What the fuck? Why are we up in the air? Oh yeah, this attack. Yappy. Got him. Jinchi feels real fun to play. I don't know how to play her yet, because I know that her skill can like enhance itself to be used to become stronger. So I'm gonna have to figure out how she's played. Probably just run like the trial a couple times and see how she works. There's a cow-eared police lady in Z3 and secretary-looking Japanese lady. I know that I believe our first limited character in Z3, our first limited rate-up character is gonna be that one girl that one mechanic girl, I think. in the tank top, and she's got some pretty good tits. And she's like part of the Bellabog Industries faction or whatever. It's kind of funny. Cause you know, Star Rail.
ジロジロ見すぎ 焦らないでゆっくり待てば敵はおのずと現れる
How's your luck with rolling echoes? Yours have been pretty. If you mean tuning them, my luck with tuning has been pretty shit. The only like really good echo that I was able to tune, to my memory, is this one that my who is it? My Chishia got. This is if it didn't roll heavy attack damage bonus and it rolled something else, like I don't know if you can get like a subset in this game where like it buffs your skill. I don't know if that's a thing, but I know that heavy attack damage bonus and basic attack damage bonus are like they exist as possible substats that your echoes can tune. But like I don't know if this really applies to a gunslinger like Chishia. Like, do gunslingers even have heavy attacks that are worth talking about? Because the heavy attacks are the attacks that characters have where you just hold down left click, right? I'm pretty sure that's their heavy attack, right? So like, but for gunslingers, if you hold down left click, they just aim. So it's like, okay, well, when are you gonna fucking aim down? When are you gonna fucking aim down sights for anything outside exploration? So like, if that's what it means, then yeah, like heavy attack damage bonus like doesn't really matter. So like this would be kind of a dead stat, but yeah. So unless gunslingers can use heavy attack somewhere, that's actually combat relevant, then yeah, like this would be the only death stat it has. Other than that, though, the energy regen, double crit. I think I'm pretty sure I low rolled both crits, but I mean, hey, when do you not low roll crits? Or yeah, when do you not low roll crit stats? And then attack percent. So yeah, like this would probably be one of my best ones, because usually my substats look something like this whenever I tune them. Yeah, this is more normal, where it's like, oh, what's that? I rolled double fucking flat. I rolled fucking triple flat stats. Cool, lovely game we have here. It's like we're playing Genshin motherfucking Impact all over again. Truly a Genshin clone, might I add. Yeah, triple flat stats. So it's like, okay, here we go again, I guess. Yeah, these are more indicative of what my tunes look like. This is definitely a an exception. You can get resonant skill bonus. Okay, then yeah, would have preferred that on Chishia, 'cause she actually uses her skill. It's also good on Changli. Nice. Yeah, it makes sense. It seems like Changli uses her skill a lot during the trial fight that we had with her in story. First limited in Z3, Shark Girl, not the mechanic girl. Okay, Shark Girl, gotcha. I mean, she's cute, I guess, but she doesn't really tickle my fancy. So I'll probably just skip her, because I can't spend too much money on Z3. Jesus, Z3 is like 50 gigs. Somehow, I'm not surprised. I gotta go over there.
Genshin 閉めるわつまらないわ対応にリスクス気をつけましょうね 痛めつけてほしい。じゃ行く。これで私が諦めるかな。
日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。フォトンシンセシス。
私の出番のようだね。
Oh yeah, should just use Chishia's ult here. Or just killed everybody.
お、大量じゃん。何かいいものない？見せて見せて。オッケー。ついてこれる？
Why is there a frog out on the beach? Hello? Biology? Or, that's not biology, but whatever the science, maybe ecology? I think ecology is what I'm thinking of. How many Chishia cons do I have? Good question. I actually don't know. 2. So she's S2, I believe. Biology works too. Okay. Jinshi, very easy to play. Basic until skill glows. Skill, then basic again. Okay. That's fair. Then it should be simple enough then. I've played characters like that in, I think, Ether Gazer, I'm pretty sure. Oops, didn't mean to do that twice. Even though Nicole Booba got nerfed, they should make it up and buff her ass. We'll see if they decide to do that or not. You want to play Wuwa, but movement seems kind of stiff for you? I wouldn't call Wuwa movement stiff. If anything, it's a little too fluid, if I'll be honest. I think the movement in Wuwa is way too no, I wouldn't say way too fluid, but it's a little bit too fluid. Main reason why I say that is because when you have obstacles in your way, like in Wuwa, like say like these things, right? Or if there's like vaultable objects, and there's like a lot of them, like a lot of objects that your character can vault over in like close proximity. What ends up happening is that if you have your character sprinting at them, right, then your character will automatically vault over them, right? And so if you have a lot of them in the same proximity, then the game, I think, even if you stop sprinting, the game sometimes will like have your character keep vaulting over objects anyway. If that makes any sense. Like sometimes it's a little bit hard to control your character is the main thing I'm trying to get at. So that's why I say it's almost too fluid sometimes. It's not like a major issue or anything, but it is something that I've noticed. How'd you find the story of Mount Firmament? I didn't pay attention to it other than the times where Changli showed up. I literally only played the story for Changli. That's it.
いい心がけよ。
Oh, this is one of those adjustment thingies. There we go. Hey, KS Lord, welcome back. And yeah, it's been a while. Hope you've been doing well. Better than me, at least. Alright, there we go. Okay, so yeah, we completed that one. Just finished those other 3. Damn, we're already up to almost 3,200 astrate. You found a shiny, wanna get it? What are you talking about? You talking about Pokemon right now? There's a bell around these parts. Well, might as well get it while I'm here. Maybe it's all the way up top or something? It's kind of weird. Is that up there? Maybe not. Is around here maybe? No, it is above us. Let's see. But yeah, the bell has to be all the way up top there, but question is, how do we get up there? Let's see. Shit, wasted the grapple. A shiny monster in Wuwa? Oh, you mean one of those like boss mobs or whatever that are like really high high level or whatever? I do need to farm the new weekly. I think this dude. Yeah, because apparently this is Jinshi's preferred thingy. I also have to do my weekly runs on him too. How much stamina do I have? 143. Okay. Changli is Tomo / Dorothy. Life feels real good. Yup. You have to activate that change. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Probably. Because, yeah, we have... Yeah, it's right over there. Good call. Would have probably would have been stuck here for like fucking 30 more minutes if... Yeah, there we go. It's a lot easier to get up now. Yeah, otherwise, I would have been stuck here fucking, you know, slamming my face against this, wondering what the fuck I'm doing wrong. Yeah, there we go. Much easier to get up now. Yeah, and it's right here. It's just a different colored version of the Light Crusher. Oh, that just kind of randomly spawns in the overworld, huh? That's kind of neat. I mean, these are basically Pokemon anyway, so yeah. Not very surprised. Hearing Shiori sing a song by Nefex for her unarchived karaoke is kind of sending me right now. Holy shit. The fucking whiplash. Let's see. Okay. Guess that's a no. What, were you like trying to invite me to like farm shinies with you or something? Cause I don't really have an interest in doing it at the moment. So apologies. I didn't even know you could farm shiny. Oh, actually no. I can't say that. I know you could. I know you can farm echoes like in co-op, because I know Rexlent's done that before on his stream, quite a few times actually. What do you think about Wuwa's combat pacing coming from Honkai and PGR? It's kind of mid for like optimal combat. Honestly, this kind of reminds me of, as someone who's never played any of the Soulsborne games, just watched other people play. Wuwa kind of feels like is like sort of like those games. It's endgame pacing feels like a Soulsborne, where it's basically memorize enemy attack boss attack patterns, dodge everything, and counterattack, and like attack wherever you can. It's just the difference here is between this and a Soulsborne game is that now you have an entire team of 3 characters who can fight, and dodging shit is way fucking easier. Well, I mean, theoretically, on paper it is. Because, like, it gives you, like, the game gives you, like, actual feedback to tell you, oh, you've successfully dodged something. Whereas, obviously, in a Soulsborne game, it doesn't really do that, so. And Pocket Chalk, thanks for the raid. How y'all doing tonight? We just got done with, what was it? Wuthering Waves' new 1.1 story. And I'm gonna move over to switch over to Genshin pretty soon here, because Genshin's got a new endgame mode apparently, so we're gonna go check that out a little bit. But hey, welcome back, welcome everybody from Pocket Stream. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Gonna boot up some Genshin. And go try out that new endgame that came out earlier today, I think. I do have to change my directory now, though. But yeah, how's it going, everybody? Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have enjoyed Pocket Stream. I'll be entertaining you guys for maybe about another hour or so. I don't think I'll be on for too much longer, but you know, I have said things similar to that, and you know, went on for even more hours longer than that. So. Anyway, switch the directory over to Genshin. Open up Genshin here. Okay, turn off Wuwa. Turn on Genshin. There we go. Settings. Turn on the audio. Here we go. There we go. Did I do all the other trials? Yes, I did. Okay. Endgame. But yeah, once again, welcome everybody from Pocket's stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed Pocket's stream today. That's funny. It's inside the Favonius HQ. It's even inside the library of all places. What reminds you of the fighting mechanics from like a Nintendo action platformer games from the 90s? That's a very strange comparison. Like, it's not that complicated. Wuwa is basically Genshin gameplay without the elemental reactions, and there's like one more thing that characters can do in terms of combat. Oh, and the bosses act like Soulsborne, Soulsborne bosses on top of that. I don't know where you got, like, Nintendo action platformer games from. But then again, I haven't really played very many old school games. So, fuck do I know. In Wuwa, you feel like a calm kung fu master? You kind of have to play as one, because if you attack all willy-nilly in Wuwa, you get your ass handed to you. So, yes, honestly, you have to fight as if you are a kung fu master. Oh, that's cute. You can change the music. God fucking damn it. Fuck was the point of that? Also, why does the room look like it's like we're going up somewhere? Cool. It's a treasure chest. Okay, let's check out this endgame mode or whatever. Fuck is this? Supporting cast characters can assist friends in their performances. Up to 7 characters can be set. Characters who meet the blah 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 can be invited by friends. Supporting cast characters can assist friends up to 15 times during blah blah blah. Huh. Alright. Oh, that's hilarious. Alloy and MC can't be chosen. I wonder why. Stream is so quiet you can vaguely hear the distant VTuber. You can hear Shiori's stream through my mic. If you listen closely. If you listen closely. But if you close your eyes. Alright, which characters should I throw in there? Y'all think anybody will use my Dehya if I toss her in there? Oops. Held down the escape button on accident. God, this keyboard is so fucking sensitive. Oh, is there another thing that I can steal here? Yep. Alright, let's see. Dehya. Raiden, obviously. I can toss in my Chlorine, too. Animo? I could throw in my Jean. Kazuha, for obvious reasons. Cookie. I wonder if there's a point to putting in Bennett. Because, like, everybody should have their own Bennett by now. Guess I can throw an Arlecchino in there. Sure. Have fun. No past performance records. Yeah, can't use Alloy. Keck. Reward preview. So how many primos do you get out of this? The debut performance gifts. Okay, so an initial and then the cycle rewards. What is this? Imaginarium Theater to obtain thespian tricks? The fuck is that? Okay, whatever. Modify the character? Oh, it's just my own gear. Oh, the game forces you to use these characters. Okay. So basically, this endgame mode is designed for people like me, where we have all the characters in the game leveled. Opening characters, blah blah blah. See, alternate characters can be used to replenish your principal cast. Choose event companions in order for them to join. Do I fucking give a shit about this? Sure, fuck it, whatever. Let's see. Oh, we don't have we don't have Nahidi here because no Dendro. Then I guess we go Overload because these should all be like big bosses. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we'll just go Overload support then. Why don't I see Cookie here? Is it because I set her as a supporting cast member or some shit? You look 40 years old. I thought you might have seen games like Castlevania or Ninja Gaiden or like Mega Man. Are you talking to me? Because no, I'm not 40 years old. I mean, I take that as a compliment that I look older than I am because I've probably seen more bullshit than your average 30-year-old. But no, I'm not quite there yet. Like, I've heard of those games, but have I ever played them? No, because I didn't have much of a childhood, to be honest. You can blame my parents for that. Let's see, current alternate cast. So I just kind of fill up this roster. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing here? Oh. Okay, sure, whatever. Defeat one opponent using charge attacks? Arlecchino would be good for that. Actually, who is it? Wanderer actually spams charge attacks now that I think about it. Probably use his ass. Let's see. Could probably do this then. Which is gonna be kind of weird, but screen transition bloat, as what Genshin does with pretty much everything it does.
しっかり立ってな。
5時の炎。
お前にやろう。受け取れ。
天へと舞う。これでへいへい身の程を知れ。や
渚のリン。
俺が守るよ。
後悔しても遅いぞ。
風よへいこれでへい おやおや、お客さんが来てたのか。ここですごく長く待ってたのに
Who the fuck are you? Well, I mean, we've met you before,
休む
but
だけのつもりがソファーが気持ちよすぎてつい眠り込んじまった。
うわぬいぐるみが喋ったぞ。
そうそう、ぬいぐるみは喋るものだからな。待て待て。こういう時はまず自己紹介をした方がいいか。二人ともこんにちは。俺は俺って誰だっけ？
そんなこと聞かれても。お前寝ぼ真に受けるなって冗談だぞ。
I think you missed my previous chat. No, I didn't.
おいらはパイモン。こいつは旅人だ。
I just didn't have anything to add on to that.
入ったら何かを忘れてしまう謎の部屋ってわけじゃなさそうでよかったぜ。
ごめんごめん。寝すぎたからかずいぶんたくさん夢を見てさ。どこまでが本当に経験したことかってこともわからなくなってるんだ。そうだな。確か今の俺はドアボーイでここに来るお客さんを出迎えるのが仕事だったはず。お客さんたち、俺のことは狼くんって呼んでくれ。
でも夢ならどれも本当に経験してはいないんだ。
For you, Wuwa copied the ideas from these games, even if Kirby
想像したものって
learned the
本当に
boss's
経験したこ
attacks,
とじゃ
knowing
ない
to
のか。
dodge, etc.
お客さんは物
You
知り
grew
な
up
んだ
playing
な。
these games, so you see the
俺にはわからないぞ。
similarities.
恐ろしい
I just find it strange you decide to compare a game like Wuwa to like those old school games when like the Soulsborne series literally exists. Like Elden Ring is kind of like the big craze right now. So it's like, well, I guess you're not wrong, but like if you're gonna put in the effort to make a comparison like that between a game like Wuthering Waves that came out in 2024 with like retro games that came out before 2000, before the turn of the century. I mean, at that point, then technically you could just argue that, oh yeah, all future games kind of took their ideas from earlier games. So like, what kind of point are you even trying to make here? Like at that point, you can kind of make similarities or comparisons between like literally any two games. So it's like, okay. Not sure where you're trying to go with this, but sure, you do you.
謎は深まるばっかりだぜ。でも狼くんも悪いやつには見えないし、きっと大丈夫だよな。
Ninja Gaiden was the Souls before Soulsborne games, so you can kind of see where they're coming from. I mean, eventually when games are doesn't have to be just games, obviously, but eventually when you have things that take inspiration from like things that came before them, but you keep repeating that process over and over and over, eventually at some point, like somewhere down the line, like your more modern products kind of don't really look like their original first like inspirations anymore, or like their initial incarnations anymore. Like technically speaking, Call of Duty's engine that it works with is a heavily modified. Do I remember which engine it uses? I forget. I used to know this because people. I was big into Call of Duty. I was a lot bigger into COD back in the day, but like, what do they use? A heavily modified Unreal Engine? Do they even use an Unreal Engine? No, it has to be. I think Call of Duty has always used their own proprietary engine technically. But anyways, like they use an engine that's heavily modified of what the original engine was supposed to look like. But then obviously with every subsequent Call of Duty release, they kept modifying the engine more and more and more and more to the point where like nowadays with more recent Call of Duty titles, like the engine that they use is like barely recognizable. I mean, sure, it's technically a heavily modified version of its original version, but it's so different now. It's like, well, what's even the point of comparing those two engines anyway, or anymore? It's like at this point, it's basically its own thing. With how many modifications it's gone through now. The IW engine, okay. I guess it was a lot simpler than I thought it was. We already did the first one, I think. We can do the second one now. Fuck, I didn't see the what the bonus was. You guess is there a way of paying homage to it and keeping the memory alive? Well, if you want to have a game pay homage to an earlier game, it has to be obvious. But like, just because one game happens to share like one certain gameplay loop with an older game doesn't necessarily mean it's paying homage to it, you know? Oh, in Wuthering Waves, you have to learn how to, you have to observe boss attack patterns. You have to learn how to dodge them and shit like that. Clearly, they're paying homage to, Elden Ring. Well, not really. They just happen to share the same gameplay mechanic. Is that necessarily paying homage to it? No, not really. Copying is bad. Never said copying was bad. You're having a Twitter moment. Trigger swirl. Oh, not cryo. It's swirl. We don't even have any cryo characters right now. It is just swirl. Well, in that case, we can just use these two again. And before we get absolutely fucked for the third and fourth things we have to do. Let's see. But yeah, we can just use these four again. Fuck it. What's stopping us? Oops.
準備がもしよかったら。
You don't have to complete those tasks. It's only for you to get currency for the buffs and character additions. Oh, I don't have. Yeah, because now that I look at it, yeah. Now there's only one where I actually get an increase to my points here or whatever. The other three are like negatives. So I guess you're trying to get something here. So I guess you're right. We just need to do this. You're talking about the other person who was watching and mentioned Ninja Gaiden. Older gamers like us will remember it, and it's nice to remember some older games may have inspired newer ones. To be inspired is better, not to copy. That's too big of a word. You put it nicely. I still don't really consider, like, for example, like, oh, Kirby inspired Wuthering Waves. Like, huh? Like, that's a bit of a stretch, you know? Like, unless a developer comes out and says, oh yeah, we were directly inspired by so-and-so old game. Like, I don't think developers are necessarily inspired by old, like, super old, like, super retro games at this point. Right? Most developers these days look around to see what the hot trends of the gaming market are now, and they try to make games based off that. Like, they're trying to mimic or imitate whatever's popular, not necessarily what came out like 20, 30 years ago. And not only that, as I said earlier, like if you try to start making comparisons between like these old, like really older games, like we're talking fucking retro ass games like Kirby or some shit, and you compare them to like games that are coming out nowadays, and you say something like, oh, these older games inspired these newer games these days. Well, shit, man, you could just keep saying that for any game that comes out, or just any game in general that has come out throughout time. So at that point, comparisons just kind of lose all meaning. So what's the point of even comparing them in the first place? Yeah, Kirby inspired everything Type Moon. Yeah, let's go with that, I suppose. Defeat the exhausted. Oh, we have to kill it while it's down? That's gonna be... I don't know if I can actually control that, though. I guess we'll see. Also, this is a very weird team to use here, but okay, whatever. I didn't kill it when it was exhausted or anything, so hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass or whatever. Yeah, exactly, Astanax. Oh, Mega Man shoots things. Clearly Call of Duty got inspired by Mega Man. It's like, okay. Sure, if you insist.
あれああ、楽しみにしてるぞ。
Anyways, back to this. Let's remaining HP not less than 15%. Sure, we can try this. Also, am I even supposed to be using like a full lineup of 4 characters here? Or are we only supposed to use like a couple of characters? Because like, what if I end up using what if I end up deploying a full team, but then like, for example, I deploy the same team as used before, but then like, since they only have 1 more vigor left, I mean, the game's just gonna remove them from the lineup, so that would mean I only have Kazuha there. So like, what? Am I even supposed to like bring along a full party lineup? Something tells me I'm not supposed to. So it's like, huh? Am I even doing this fucking right? Yeah, I guess I'll just. No, you have to have a full party lineup. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. It's fucking weird. Who the fuck do I even want to bring? Sure. Yeah, you always need 4. Yeah, that's really weird. But you know, as it were.
風の行く先を雲がく借りなく時風を知れ
悪を見極め影を刈り尽くす蒼天調子に乗るなよ。いや、それこれは必要な武力だ。
風の赴くままに風の雲の行くごと
やるか。邪悪を狩り撃つ。影を撃つ。だって
もみち散らまく惜しみ
王の裁き動くな。悪を見極め影を刈り尽くす。
Bra, bra, bra. Is there another character? Oh, Clarence here. What are you doing
次
here?
の戦いが始まるまで私はここで少し読書新聞の類は進めないでくれ。だが
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, the characters you selected in the story here all join you. That's kind of a neat attention to detail. And they all have their own lines for hanging out in the library or hanging out here, huh?
立ちはだかる奴らは戦う相手を間違えたな。私の腕と経験を私の後ろはせ
Huh, that's cute. Frankly, you're just tired of everybody being like, "Oh, this copied that." Yeah, cause like at this point, like I mean, it's not at this point. It's been like this basically all the time. But you know, when people come out with like ideas that are clearly popular and clearly work, then like the easiest thing to do is just to take the shit that people have already done and just put your own twist on it and turn it into your own. Right? You see that with Doom clones and shit. And like, now the most recent example would be Genshin clones. But like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I mean, it's you know, it'd be great if you did. Right? But you don't have to. Like, all anybody really needs to do to like come out with a successful, you know, game in this case is, you know, take like an existing formula or whatever and then build a game around that and then put your own twists on it along the way so that way it's your game. So that's all you really gotta do. You're not really copying anything, unless of course, you know, you do blatantly copy, in which case that's bad. But as long as you're not like literally stealing other people's shit, then yeah, you should be alright. Okay, I see. So when you eventually get down to a team of less than 4 people, you can't actually start the fight here. You actually you have to, what is it? You have to go recruit another teammate here, I suppose. In this case, let's go for... Technically, Bennett would be the correct choice here. But do we really need him? Prefer Fisher.
あなたの運命はすでに我が手中の糸が絡む
Give me 1 second, chat. Okay. How am I liking this so far? It's weird. I don't really know what to make of this. Trigger swirl. Okay, that's fine. Inspired Titan. Those are just jokes. Don't pay attention to them too much.
姿を見
風の赴くままに風の歌雲の行くごと風却下すよっつったとはっ
無双の風シミュレートへい安全距離
夜の源源
やっとはっここより登る風の赴くままにお道を散らまく惜しみ
断罪の名によ7号式モジュール吸引テスト開始安全距離
お嬢様の仰せのままに
そこだ風の歌雲の行くごと風権限せいつぶっふっふっつぶった
へい超拡散形態姿を見せよ
月のように永遠なキャックスはっさやっとよっはっはっ雲なく借りなく時風を知れ
吸引テスト開始安全距離夜の権限
はっ
無双の風
権限
That was weird. Why didn't Sucrose's alt swirl Pyro there?
散らまく惜しみ風の重
吸引テストこうなる
はっさふっはっ
Let's see. Electro, Pyro. What do we have right now? Oh, now we gotta fight the Vishap twins or whatever. Who do we have? Double. Let's go for Pyro then. Oh, Yoimiya, yeah.
祭りでもやるん
Oops. Because we'll need some range on this.
祭りの開始や
風の神よ、我らを導きたまえ。いざ勝負。
I gotta do that bullshit attack.
花火見いひ
I should have used Jean's ult here first while they're doing this. That's fucking stupid.
安全距離
いざ
無双の風シミュレート痛いうわ6308
風よ、私に応えるのだ。
言ってるぜ黒き翼よ、安全距離確認63よっいざ勝負。花火見いひふっやっいいくらで
At least that fight is significantly less annoying than the original, because in the original they would have jumped to like their sidewalls or some shit. So thank God they didn't do that. Oh, we got Bennett anyway. I was joking with some titles that were mostly associated with Nintendo. It was some weird off tangent that was started by my YouTube chat, because there was somebody in my YouTube chat who was like trying to compare like Wuthering Waves to like some of the older Nintendo titles. Like to it wasn't just Nintendo. He was just referring to like some retro titles in general. Saying that, oh yeah, it's nice. He was saying something like, oh yeah, it's nice to know that newer games are still being inspired by older titles. I was like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Every modern mecha anime definitely inspired by Mazinger Z or some shit. Yeah, perhaps. Oh yeah, so what happens here? You can use the rewind function and plan on another challenge or end the performance and claim the rewards based on your current progress. The fuck? So the game just if you don't get lucky and you don't get like a companion, like a recruitment event here, you're just fucked. The game just says hold that shit. Well, what happens if I refresh? Yeah. So now we have this one here. So we would have to do this. Take right in. Oops. So here, how would we do this? Defeat using elemental skills. Okay, well that's fine. And using charge attacks. We have to go for this one then. Maybe you could do the charge attack one when Raiden is ulted, because their ult charge attack is pretty good. Yeah, comparing Wu with like Kirby was wacky as hell. Yeah, I don't know what that guy was on, to be honest. I don't know where he pulled that out from, but the music is nice. Ooh, the scenery too. Shit, man, I love this kind of fucking scenery, dude. Ooh, I vibe with this stage so fucking hard. Holy shit. Genshin could never. Try Wuthering Waves could never. Holy fucking shit. This place is a fucking vibe and a half. God, I love this shit. This new endgame content is kind of mid. Yeah, the actual content itself, I don't know what they were trying to cook with this, but I mean, shit, man. Like, the vibes are fucking off the charts here for this particular stage. Holy fucking shit. Like, I almost don't even want to continue. I just kind of want to sit here and just vibe. Shit, man. This is probably the most amazing environment slash stage that they've created since, like, I want to say... God, I can't remember the last time that they've created a stage that's this fucking amazing. Like maybe like the first Golden Archipelago event, maybe? Yeah, let's go with that. I think ever since the very first Golden Archipelago map. Because I vividly remember the first Golden Archipelago map. And not to mention the fucking soundtrack is something different than their usual fucking orchestrals that they use all the fucking time. So that certainly fucking helps. Space Whale Room is nice too. I guess, but it's a little bit too psychedelic for my tastes. Like, if the Space Whale weekly room or the boss room, the water in the initial stage where you start off on didn't look like like it was like fucking tripping on acid, and it was like clean water and like a clean sky, then yeah, it would be amazing too. But on acid, yeah, isn't the water or like the water or whatever that you stand on in the Space Whale room, the boss room, like doesn't it have like a whole like a lot of like other colors mixed in? I don't know. Am I remembering wrong? Either way, it's still an amazing environment, but like this just kind of blows it out of the water because this appeals to me personally. Like, kind of ironic for somebody who has a bit of astrophobia, but one of my favorite aesthetics of all time is when like you have like I'm sure you guys have seen some of these images before, but like artist renditions of like what planets would look like if we could see them from Earth. Right, and you have like planets and shit and other celestial bodies just kind of hanging out in the atmosphere, right? Or you can see them from the ground. So like, this shit is amazing for me personally. Like this is the kind of shit that I've always kind of dreamed of seeing in video games. I'm sure there have been games that have done that. I just haven't played them, obviously. So like for a game like Genshin that I actually fucking play every day, to do something like this is nothing short of amazing to me. Not only that, but the soundtrack here is very appropriate too. Astrophobia, fear of space, yes. Yeah. I get a little bit weirded out whenever I see like planets in like deep space, where it's just like, for example, Jupiter in like the middle of fucking space and it's nothing but black all around. Yeah, I get a little bit spooked. But if it's something like this, I can handle it just fine. This is really, really cool. We would take notes. They fucking better. What's astrophobia? Fear of space? Yeah, it's fear of space. But space is scary? Yeah, but, like, other than that, like, if you were to show me a picture of, like, again, the example that I used was you show me a picture of Jupiter that's just doing nothing but hanging out in the middle of space and it's just nothing but pitch black all around. Yeah, it's like, I get a little bit weirded out by that. Lumen, your wife, I mean, she is pretty fine. Shiori's singing Bleed It Out. You try like Mario Galaxy? Maybe. But like it has to be like a certain aesthetic. It has to exude a certain vibe. This shit is almost perfect. Almost. Yeah. This shit is almost perfect. I can't quite put my finger on what's missing. Like, I think this scene is missing something. I don't know what. Maybe like a proper sun? Maybe? Because I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be. Like this arch that's going straight above us. Maybe more celestial bodies other than just planets. I don't know. But like it's this scenery, this environment, this stage is very close to being like the perfect vibe for me. Like this shit is just great, man. More stars, maybe, yeah. Maybe if the stars in the distance, like maybe if we could see like a proper galaxy, I don't know. Maybe replace this arch overhead, this like rift over us with like, I don't know, like the Milky Way or some shit like that. I don't know. And like have more stars like dot the sky, the skyline beyond, and just make them brighter or something. I don't know. What do I think about the pale blue? Oh, the pale blue dot doesn't really bother me. It's just a picture just showing how far away, how tiny Earth is. Like that picture's fine. Changli Booba is missing. True. Kuro game has got to work on a Genshin collab stat. Anyways, enough vibing. Let's kill some shit. I just realized I have 2 healers on this team. Oh, excuse me. Why not vibe while killing shit? Yeah, exactly. My thoughts exactly. Hell yeah. Electro. Don't we already have? Yeah, we already have 2 Electro characters on the team. Do you want another Electro character? Sure, why not, I guess. Oh, Shiori on her Linkin Park binge right now. first wave of the game mode really wants you to run Swirl or Overload. Yeah, it seems like that's what they're trying to push, like certain elemental reactions or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna finish our first run, it seems. Oh, we can skip this shit. Okay. So now that we finished that, what now? Claim rewards. Okay. Do we just get all of this shit? Ooh, 1100 Primo Gems. Shit, man. Can't really argue with that. 640,000 Mora, 40 tier 3 XP, 4 not transient frag resin, 1 belay, especially the Midlander one, the new one, and then most importantly, 1100 Primo Gems. Shit, man. And that's just the debut performance. And then we get the extra cycle rewards here. And how much does this give us? 620, 3 medals. I don't know what these are used for. Some talent books, sanctifying essence for artifacts, and another 400,000. All right. All right. Unfortunately, this shit refreshes like every fucking month, so I kind of wish that this refresh every 2 weeks instead of being a monthly refresh, to be honest. It's done, yeah. I think. Pretty sure. Cause yeah, I got all of the rewards here. So they should lower that. Yeah, I think having it on a 2-week cycle shouldn't be bad. I mean, considering how fast we fucking did it. Like, if this lasted me longer than fucking 15 minutes or so, however much total time that I actually spent playing this fucking game mode, like if it lasts like a solid like 30 minutes or longer, then sure, yeah, monthly reset is fine. But like with how short it was overall, like it should be a 2-week reset, not a fucking 4-week reset. And as for the content itself, I think I see its potential. Like I kind of see what they were trying to go with, where they were trying to go with that. I think it's still a little bit awkward. It's still awkwardly implemented. Yeah. I think they could probably do a better job with that. Like, the biggest gripe that I have so far with that game mode is that, like, if you don't get like a companion like recruitment event or whatever, like, and you eventually run out of characters to put together a full team with, like, what do you do when you get really unlucky and the game doesn't give you any like companion recruitment events? Like, while that seems very unlikely that it would ever happen, like it could theoretically, because you know RNG is a bitch sometimes. Not only that, but like some of the sub objectives also seem a little bit kind of like a bitch to oh, I'm getting a call again. Some of the sub objectives also seem kind of a bitch to do as well. Let me elaborate a little bit more in just a bit here. Let me take this call.
決闘代理人の職を預かっている以上、私自身の意見は重要じゃない。剣がこの手にある限り、私はフォンテーヌの法律と規則を。
I gotta step outside for a little bit real quick. Actually, I'll probably just end the stream pretty soon anyway, because I've already been streaming for like 3 hours. And yeah. What was I trying to say before? Oh yeah, some of the sub-objectives seem like a bitch to do. Like, for example, I think in one of my last fights for that game mode, yeah, the last one against the Capellian duo or whatever, the sub-objective was to, I think, defeat them with like a Uizia, like a Wazia, or like a Noom, whatever the Fontaine mechanic is called, that nobody ever fucking uses. but like you had to kill them. You basically had to defeat them with a Fontaine character, right? With like Clorinde or Farina or Novelette, or whatever other Fontaine character. I assume all the Fontaine characters have that sort of like Oizia or like a Numia mechanic, right? So it's like, well, okay, if you don't have a Fontaine character, how the fuck do you do that sub objective? So, like, because of those things, those things make me feel like this game mode does have room to improve. So yeah, unless it turns out maybe doing those sub objectives aren't even that important anyway. They're just kind of there for you to like, take advantage of if you can, for whatever reason. Because like I failed like I think 2 of the sub objectives, but I still got all the rewards anyway. So it's like, okay, well, are they really even that necessary? You know? You would like to see something? Yeah, I think Genshin could still benefit from something akin to Simulated Universe. Yeah, like an actual game, like roguelike game mode of some kind. I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't put in something like that for Genshin already. Like I'm kind of surprised they didn't just they didn't just make this theater game mode like basically Simulated Universe from Star Rail, because like let me just copy your homework, just make it a little bit different. I'm surprised they actually took the time to like go out of their way to make something a little bit different. But technically, it's not even that different. We've already had a couple events that have used the theater mechanics, like the vigor stuff and whatnot. So, am I gonna try a Z3? Yes, I will. I'm just not gonna. I don't plan on buying like any of the like the super expensive packs. I think the most I'll do is like pay for the monthly pass, right? Like whatever the welcome is for that game, and then the battle pass, and I think that's gonna be it for me. Multi-billion-dollar company giving more primos would make them physically suffer. Yeah, I know, right? I find it funny. Ella's is practicing her Hilichurlian. I was wondering who was making all those gremlin noises. I was like, oh yeah, it's Ella. Cause she studies Hilichurlian. God, that's kind of a hard word to say. Definitely has got room to improve. Kind of surprised after 3 years, dev team still kind of seems novice when it comes to Endgame now. Well, yeah, because they've spent the last 3 years doing nothing but casual content. So yeah, they have no actual Endgame practice. I mean, the more surprising thing when it comes to Endgame is that like it's not exactly like they can always just copy whatever the fuck the other games do. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that. It feels like they're trying a little too hard to like make something that's unique to Genshin, where it's like, again, you don't have to reinvent the fucking wheel, right? Just do what works. But I mean, then again, this is Genshin, so I would be more inclined to think that this is more the Genshin devs putting something into the game that's not like as bullshit as Spiral Abyss, right? I think theater is basically Spiral Abyss, but for the casuals and the normies. Because, like, the casuals and the normies would flip their shit if we just got, like, basically Spiral Abyss 2.0. Because for them, it's basically, hey, look, here's a whole nother game mode that we can't do because we don't fucking no-life this game like the hardcore players do. So I think they were specifically trying to avoid a situation like that. Ella Musk event. When I'm surprised we haven't gotten an event that's kind of centered around Ella at this point, Maybe at some point in the future, but I'm surprised we haven't gotten one already. This game mode feels really lazy to you, really disappointing. I mean, in terms of presentation, that was like especially when you guys saw me, you guys caught me fucking gushing over that one space stage. Like in terms of presentation and aesthetics, yeah, they did a fantastic job. But as far as the actual content goes, yeah, it's kind of like, kind of weird there. Taking another call. Okay, I'm gonna have to step outside for a quick moment here, chat. I'm probably gonna end the stream when I get back anyway, so yeah, probably not gonna stick around for too much longer. Genshin really is under a weird direction. It's under a casual direction. That's the reason. The devs are thinking of the casuals and the normies first and foremost. But they're also trying to cater to the quote hardcore players as well, and be like, oh, here's another endgame mode, but we want to make sure that the normies and the casuals can also play it too, right? But I mean, hey, it's fine by me if the game mode is this easy, and I can just get it out of the way in like fucking 15 minutes or so, or however long it takes when you speedrun this shit. Then I mean, hey, I don't have a problem with it. It's literally just free, more free primos every month. So overall, I don't mind. But yeah, it would have been nice if it were a little bit more challenging. New players are complaining. Well, here's the thing: this game mode can be hard on new players because it relies on you actually having more characters. Is the thing, and they only provide so many like trial or like free characters. So I actually understand where new players are coming from, or like the normies, the casual players are coming from, saying that, oh, it's still too hard because yeah, you just run out of characters to use. Like, a big part of the reason why this game mode is so easy for someone like me is because I have all the characters in the game. And they're all leveled. So it's like, okay, no matter what the game gives me, I can still use them. And I know how to play them. So no matter what I end up with, I'll be fine. But obviously new players can't say the same. Right? Like, that's actually a legitimate problem for them. So, like, I do understand where they're coming from. It wasn't meant for new players? Yeah, but the game certainly kind of feels like it. It certainly wasn't meant for hardcore players either. You saw how fucking easily I was able to blow through all that shit. Maybe that's what's weird about this theater game mode. It's not really meant for new players, but it's not really meant for like endgame players either. So it's like, who is it meant for? Like the mid-game players? Yeah. Kind of weird. Anyways, I gotta step aside for a little bit. Give me like 5 minutes or so. So BRB chair stream. You guys can just enjoy a close up of Chlorine and her titties or something.
決闘代理人の職を預かっている以上、私自身の意見は重要じゃない。剣がこの手にある限り、私はフォンテーヌの法律と規則を代表しているんだ。決闘では様々な敵と戦ってきた。ほとんどの者は敗れ、残りも皆自ら投降した。負けたことないな。決闘は意志の戦いであり、剣は決闘者の心だ。心がひるんでいると、いくら剣を振ろうとも、まるで鞘に収まったままかのように
Okay, we're back.
誰も切ることはできない。
Genshin devs still seem kinda novice. Since they're relatively new compared to Honkai devs, that's why they still stumble on and on. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Majijo10, but the Genshin dev team can absolutely put out actual endgame modes if they want to. I mean, let's not forget, Spiral Abyss has been in the game since the very beginning. And allow me to remind you my personal theory as to how that happened. In that the Genshin devs originally planned on giving Genshin like an actual proper endgame mode or something that we would consider to be one, as the game went on. But then Genshin blew up so goddamn much and became so fucking popular that they decided to divert their attention into developing nothing but casual content. They just scrapped their more endgame related content plans for Genshin's future. They just scrapped that shit altogether and just went all in on the casual side. So I don't think Genshin's dev team is novice. Like 4 years in, there's no way they can still be novice. In my opinion, they're just holding themselves back because they're fearful of what the casuals and the normies would say. Because they certainly don't want to piss them off. What do they scrap exactly? I don't know. We'll never know. it's my personal theory that they ended up scrapping whatever endgame plan that they had in terms of content, and they just went all in on casual stuff. Because of how successful Genshin ended up being. Like, when you get the normies start playing your game and they stick with it, yeah, that changes that'll be enough to change a game. Because gacha games like these, they're not originally intended to be for like a mainstream audience. It just so happens that this one did. You're excited for Snowbreak Anniversary? Yeah, it should be here soon, right? Yeah. They wanted to be more slow paced, but everyone was like, where the fuck is Liyue? Or like more Liyue expansions? Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember those times. People fucking, like, hardcore players and streamers fucking did all the content, like, in, like, 2 weeks or something. It's like, bro. I mean, that's only natural whenever you have a huge, whenever you have a ton of people playing your game. You're naturally gonna have those more hardcore players who just go in there and just fucking 100% everything within, like, a week. It's just that, given how hard Genshin blew up back then, just naturally, you get a lot more people like that. And yes, Bort Sebastian, I have already tried theater. I just finished it, just now. Genshin really is a social experiment? Nah, Bubba Gums. Now you're just putting on a tinfoil hat. If that's what you truly believe. Nah, bro. Genshin is just a gacha game that happened to blow the fuck up. Like, MiHoYo wanted it to do well, because obviously they put in a fucking 100 mil into its development, so they would like to get some of it back at least. Right? Like, it was clearly designed for a casual audience, or to like try to attempt to break into mainstream. MiHoYo just didn't expect it to blow the fuck up like it did. I want to say Genshin just caught everybody off guard, including MiHoYo. MiHoYo didn't I don't think MiHoYo expected Genshin to do this well. Genshin staff went from 300 and more than double just to pump out content. Yeah, exactly. If those numbers are actually true. I mean, it sounds about right. But yeah. I think we all agree that the theater game mode is a neat idea, but, you know, it could use some work. I mean, I don't know if they're ever gonna, now that it's out, I don't know if they're ever gonna change it necessarily. I mean, honestly, at this point, I would personally, I would just chalk up theater as like a done deal. Like, this is just what we gotta deal with now. And then just pray that, Genshin devs put out like another game mode or whatever. Something that might be a little bit more challenging. But we'll see. God, the day I get a much better attack percent timepiece for my Chlorine, oh boy. Attack percent inset timepiece with double crit. Whoo boy. Can't fucking wait. I like how they haven't bothered modeling anything underneath. God, Chlorine's fucking hot though. Anyways, chat. Think I'll wrap up the stream there. I got dinner ready waiting for me. So I'd like to eat that and chill for the rest of the night. How's Imaginarium Theater? Summary of it, quick summary of it is that it's neat. It's a neat idea. I can kind of see where they were trying to go with that. However, one, it's too short, and two, it's too easy. Can you ask Twitch chat about the Katia dance? There's one dude in my chat who's very excited about that. But yeah, Light Rex, that's how I would describe it, at least from my perspective. It's a good concept. The aesthetics and the vibes are immaculate. Very cool stages and whatnot. But the actual like gameplay itself is a little lacking. They could have definitely done more for the actual gameplay itself. But it's but because they didn't, it's clear that they were trying. They had casuals and normie players in mind, and they didn't want to leave those players out. They didn't just want to make Spiral Abyss 2.0, where only the most hardcore idiots like us can ever hope to clear it. So this is like Spiral Abyss, but for like normies, I guess. Normies and casuals. It's probably the best way to put it. So. Been a year since you've done Abyss. So far you cleared 9, 10, and 11. Time to see out 12. MOC 12. Abyss 12 right now is actually rather tough. It's either you have Novelette or you have like a very strong Super Freeze team. And who the fuck runs Super Freeze in 2024 other than me? So yeah, it might be a little bit challenging if you haven't played Genshin in a year. Because if you haven't played for like the last year, then that means that you don't have Novelette. So I hope you have some good Hydra characters. Or maybe you have Zigwind, I guess. I don't know. Anyways. Like I said, that'll do it for me tonight, chat. Nice little 3.5-hour stream. So. Can't go raid Pocket because she raided me earlier today. Let me see if there's anybody I can raid today. Anybody playing Wuthering right now? Let's see. Oh, I guess I can send you guys over to Genozod's stream because he stopped by earlier in my chat today. So I'll send you guys over to Genozod. But anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out, chat, watching me go through the finish the 1.1 quest in Wuwa, and then the theater thing in Genshin. So yeah, thanks everybody. We'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow, if not whenever the next time I stream. So yep, peace. Tell Genozod I said what's up.